Now I want to tell you about the blogger event. The blogger event was my dream event, and what I really wanted to do is not just get girls together and sit around and have a drink or a tea. I wanted them to really understand this brand and what is the inspiration behind it, what drove me to these colors and huge lips, skinny hips, because every color has a totally distinct personality, and I wanted them to get the feeling of the personality behind it, and also me as the person who's behind this brand. So what I did was a full day tour, and oh my God, wait, I want to get the invitation, so hold on one second. Okay, so I'm out of breath because I had to run all over my apartment in these shoes to find this invitation, which was sent to all the girls, and the back has a map with some of the destinations where we were going. And I'm gonna read it to you. It says, unleash your inner pole dancer, indulge in some burlesque, toast with lychee martinis, and bust out the stilettos. In celebration of the launch of the new beauty brand Purple Lab, creatrix Karen Rabinovitz invites you to join her on a fabulous tour of her inspiration behind the 6 sexy colors of her debut product, Huge Lips, Skinny Hips. You know, Friday, the date, the time. Bloggers, be prepared for a fun-filled ride of beauty and super chic surprises. This will be worth taking a day off. And then it said, BYS, bring your own t-shirt, the kind you'd wear to yoga, and skirt for the festivities. You'll see why. And then the RSVP information, so it's super cute. And then the back is this map that sort of gives hints as to where we're going all over the city. So you have like a little icon here, little heels there, etc. Okay, so here's what we did. Sorry, I have to move over. We started with the color Kitty Pole Dancer. And everybody just met at S Factor, which is the pole dancing studio that I go to. And I've talked about it a million times. And their website is sfactor.com. So if you're interested in taking a class, you should definitely go because it's the best thing ever. So it started with Kitty Pole Dancer. Of course, they don't know this yet. And they get there, and there's a little check-in, and what they get are purple yoga pants from Solo. Have you ever seen Solo's yoga? Oh my God, I'm gonna show them to you, hold on. We all got these really cute yoga pants that have the rollover with a little purple ruffle for Purple Lab. So everybody got yoga pants, they had their t-shirts that they were gonna change into, and then they all got little flip cameras, and they all were branded that said Huge Lips, Skinny Hips. So it was this whole thing, and everyone's like, what is this, what is this, what is this? And I'm all, you'll see, you'll see, you'll see. And I haven't met really any of these girls before, except for 2 people. So we had Beauty Snub, we had Total Beauty, we had Stylist, we had Felicia Sullivan. It was just, I mean, it was such an incredible group. I can't even tell you. Ask Melissa, Sheckies. Anyway, you can see all of our pictures from this on my Facebook fan page, which is facebook.com/purple. Anyway, we go into the room where the pole dancing is, and there's all of the mats lined up. They're purple. That's Sharon downstairs, dropping stuff. I'm just kidding. So there's also a Kitty Pole Dancer lip gloss on every single mat. And we start off, and I introduce the fact that why we're here is because I love pole dancing, and I tell a story about how pole dancing helped me feel really comfortable in my skin, and how it's the best exercise, and how it's about, you know, letting out your femininity and expressing your sensuality in a safe environment. And it's not about being a stripper, and it's not about being a hooker, and it's not about taking your clothes off, and you know, it's not about any of those things that people have the misconception of. It's really just a fun playtime for women. And the teacher is this woman, Barbara, who is insane. I've never seen any woman move the way she moves, and with her like long hair, and she's so strong and athletic, and I mean, she is stunning, and when she moves, everyone's chin is on the floor. And she taught the class, and it starts with stretching. And what's so great is that when you come there, they tell you to take your hair down because, you know, all of this is a part of your femininity. So everybody was like, oh, I don't want ponytail head. And we were like, it doesn't matter. It's dark. No one's judging you. You're beautiful. So we did this 2-hour class. And at the end of the class, I, being a little bit of a ham, if you couldn't tell, bust out in like those big gate net fishnets. I mean, those gate fishnets, like the big ones, and little boy shorts, and this black button down with sort of crystal buttons, kind of a little bit like below my, it was like a little bit below my butt. So it hung just where my little boy shorts ended, and my big, you know, stripper shoes that I'm obsessed with that were $49 from the cheesy store. Oh, let me get them for visual aid. Okay, so these are the stripper shoes. Lucite, cheesy, like mirror, and there's little LED lights. You can't see it now, but they light up when you walk. So the room is dark and you get these lights. I mean, they have some of these with like fake water in here and fake fish. It's hilarious. But I would never leave the house in them. So I performed my pole dancing routine to my husband's favorite song, which is Everlast's Hot to Death. And you should definitely download this on iTunes because it is such a hot, sexy, kind of hard rock. It's almost like dirty, sexy, cool. I love it. So I danced to that, and then I ended it with like, that is Kitty Pole Dancer. And then I was so embarrassed I ran out of the room. Anyway, what we then did was I wanted to kind of have a little prize and something that somebody could have after each stop on our tour. So S Factor gave us so generously an 8-week class, or an 8-week session for level 1. And level 1 is 8 weeks. You go once a week for 2 hours. You can take makeups if you miss them. So we brought out what I called a kiss board. So this board had obviously a big pair of lips in the background, and there were little squares where everybody put on their Kitty Pole Dancer and could kiss. Kiss board. So I just randomly chose a pair of lips and said, you know, number 12, and whoever kissed number 12 got the 8-week class. Then everybody changed, and I said, let's get on a bus and let's have the color Red Soul. So we had a big bus waiting for us, and on the bus, we were playing the music that's on our website. We had the video because they had a little TV screen, and the video that's on our website of my friend Veronica, the hot burlesque performer. And we went for the color Red Soul, which is inspired by Louboutin and their Red Soul shoes. So we went to the store. They were waiting for us with champagne. Everybody was like drooling. And as they came off the bus, we were like, here's your Red Soul, here's your Red Soul. And everybody was choosing their favorite shoes. And then we brought out another kiss board. Everyone put on their Red Soul and kissed. And that person won basically a pair of shoes. A $700 gift certificate to Louboutin, which could be a pair of shoes, but you might need to add in another $50 because they're not cheap. And Felicia Sullivan won them, and she was joking the whole time and twittering, everyone's hating on me because I won the shoes. And she came back later and she bought them in purple patent stilettos. I like to think she did it after Purple Lab, but it turns out that's her favorite color too. Get back on the bus. And during the bus rides, people are asking questions, and I'm telling my story and how we put this all together. And I also begged everyone to hold some of their blog posts until the product was actually in stores, which we thought would be April, and it turned out to be May. But that's another story.